All right, so it's been a few months since we've done this. Where the hell have we been, guys?
Away.
In the
Doing
void.
stuff.
Not here.
Not here.
Definitely not here.
Yeah, definitely not
No.
here. Yeah, we are in a new house. Not Seth and I moved, and we have a house. We have like an actual table to record on, and so that's nice. Hopefully this will cause my head to not move around and then make not Seth angry at me.
And he quits.
All right. Well, there you have it. We've been away, but we're back now.
We're boring, guys. There was really not anything going on other than moving around.
You're listening to The Geek Awakens with Mitch,
Matt.
Tabitha.
And Lydia.
Well, no, no, my notes hadn't updated, but then it was because I had the Wi-Fi off on my tablet.
So the person that lives here is the only one that was not connected to the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, tracks. All right, so first thing I want to talk about before we get into the poll list. So rumor has it over the last couple of days, which whenever you guys are listening to this, maybe this will be proven true, maybe it'll be proven false. I don't know. But rumor has it that Patrick Stewart is about to be done acting. Multiple outlets are saying that his role as Professor X in Avengers Doomsday will be his last. That said, I haven't seen anything official. I also didn't see anything on super reputable websites. There we go.
Always check your sources.
But I mean, so that said, you take this with a very believable grain of salt. Dude is pushing 90 if he's not already in his 90s.
He is 85.
85. Okay. So yeah, I mean, he's in his 80s. He's done a lot of stuff. It's okay to rest, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been doing this for 60 years.
I also saw this post, and it was it looked like an in memoriam thing while I was scrolling. Were you not there?
Oh,
yeah. And I almost dropped my phone, and I was like, and I scrolled down a little bit further, and I was like, okay, he's retiring. He's not dead. All right, I can't take that right now. You can't die this year. You have to die in 5 years or after 5 years.
The Facebook posts like that lately have been literally killing me because you scroll by and you see Patrick Stewart or Julie Andrews or all these people and it's just oh, they're okay.
Yeah.
The clickbait is real, but I'm not clicking on it. I'm just scrolling not far enough south, and I'm like, no. Oh.
Thank you for the minor panic attack. Didn't need that.
Well, something similar kind of happened to me while we were on our break. I got a phone notification, so it was Google news or whatever, but it said William Shatner 94, and then it cut off because yeah. So I'm like, holy shit, what? And then so I pull it up and it's just saying something I don't know. I think he was in the hospital or whatever, but it was definitely not him dying. But I'm like, guys, once you hit 90s, you can't say John Doe 93
Especially
got an ice cream sundae for dinner. You can't do that.
I mean, you can't do that anyway because Betty White.
Oh,
yeah.
I forgot you killed Betty White.
I didn't actively kill her. I just passively killed her.
I actively killed George Foreman, so it's okay.
Wait, what? Story time?
Literally. Brief stint in prison. No, the day before George Foreman died, I saw something on the internet, and I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? George Foreman's been dead for ages. And I looked at Matt and I'm like, George Foreman's dead. And he's like, no, he's not. And I pulled it up and I'm like, oh my God, George Foreman's still alive. Next day, George Foreman dead. I'm like, Matt, I killed George Foreman.
That's kind of funny you say that because I had a similar thing with Steve Perry because I swore he died like years ago. I thought that was why some dude took over for Journey. And then we were talking about something the other day and I mentioned that and my family looked at me like, what is wrong with you? He's still alive. What are you talking about? I'm like, oh.
So
my bad.
He dies in a couple of
It's
days.
it's my fault.
On that note, let's open up the pull list. What's on our pull list this week? We've got 2 books to talk about this week. The first one is Haven, West Virginia. It's out November 12th from Oni Press by Ravi Teixeira. I apologize if I messed that up. So following the death of his father, Lamont moves in with his Aunt Latoya. He has to deal with the beasts of his pasts, but he has help from Latoya and a stranger named Coyote. I really liked this, but at the same time, like, I felt like it was rushed in a few different spots. The story itself was phenomenal. I mean, basically, you know, like, Lamont, his dad was a preacher, and, you know, everybody was like, oh, he was such a good man, but he wasn't to Lamont. So, you know, so he's dealing with his father's death. He's dealing with all these people saying how great of a person he was when Lamont does not feel the same way. And then you have Latoya, when you first meet her, she's like, your father was, and then Lamont's like, oh, yeah, I know, he was a great guy. No, he's kind of an asshole. It was like, yes. Also, something really, really, really cool with this is that, so Latoya sells her own teas, and so there are tea recipes. The first one was about the only one that looked like I could do. The others seemed like, I don't know, I'm not patient enough, but yeah. So, like, it was a good story. It has good recipes that kind of, like, tie into the story and everything. And, like, aside from just having those couple parts where I'm like, wait, how much time has passed here? What's going on? I really love this. I would love to see more of this world. Tabitha, what'd you think?
So I really liked the story, and I really liked the tea recipes. I thought that was a great inclusion. It was so chaotic in the art, though, that my tiny after-work brain today was struggling to, like, make sense of what was happening. And I got done with it, and I finally just asked Matt, I'm like, did you reread this or look at it? Like, I feel like I understood the metaphor, but I also feel like I missed something. And between the two of us, we can't figure out what I missed. I got the metaphor, though, so I think that's what's important. Yeah. But I wish the art had been a little more succinct, and it had a little bit more... I wish it was a little more linear. I think that was really my only complaint, because I got hella confused like 3 times. But I also am me, and I get hella confused all the time, so...
I will say, though, like, I feel like the chaoticness was partially on purpose, just because of, like, the chaos that is inside of him, you know? Maybe, you know, like, to your point, maybe it was a little too chaotic, but I don't think that was an accident. Matt, what'd you think?
I read this, and then while the dogs were eating dinner, I, like, flipped back through it again. Because, like, I knew that there was something that I didn't get when I read it the first time. And that was the thing, was, like, I knew that there was more to the story than just, like, the words on the page and, like, the characters and their actions, but I was missing it. And flipping through it a second time, I picked up on what that metaphor was, on the wolves, and, you know, how that all, like, kind of related to the characters and their story. I think, honestly, my favorite part of this was all of the moments that are in, like, static. Like, there's characters, or like outside the window, or there's certain things that look look like old school TV static. And like that was the one thing I did pick up the first time through, was that those are the things that are like coming into focus for him, or like literal static in the background of his life. And I did really enjoy that. It was a little hectic for me. But I did overall enjoy the story.
The next book that we're going to talk about, and I am certain that I'm not going to pronounce this word correctly, the second word. It is Banana Sioule. Sure. It's out now from Oni Press by Michaël Sanlaville. So Helena is content living and working on her father's farm, but he wants her to go out into the world and find her own path. After discovering the fact that she's a natural at Sioule, which is a massively popular and massively brutal game, is Helena ready for a life away from the farm? And they did kind of do this. Like, the first part did kind of explain what this game is. But I would have honestly, even with it being a graphic novel, more kind of manga style, but still, graphic novel, with that, it's usually more of a, show don't tell. I wish they would have told me. Because if before the very first panel, if it just kind of gives like a breakdown of what this game is, how it's played or whatever, and then go into that first panel, I would have appreciated it more, because like the first, I don't know, handful of pages, I'm trying to figure out what is going on. Yeah. Outside of that, it's a very interesting situation with her father. I almost wish that he didn't want her to leave the farm, because, like, I guess without really spoiling anything, for me, that kind of situation would have felt more natural, as opposed to her being like, I want to stay here. I'm happy here. Like, this is what I'm passionate about. And he's like, GTFO, I don't know. I just kind of felt that was weird. A couple of very intense scenes, especially with her father. I don't know. I'm interested. If we get a volume 2, I would pick it up to see where it goes from there. But it definitely kind of left you confused at the very beginning. Matt, what'd you think?
So, in general, I like the art style for this. The black and white was fine without the coloration.
I tried so hard not to bring that up.
I thought I'd just throw that out there because I knew you were thinking about it anyway. I read all 200 pages of this, and at the end, I was just like, but why? What was the actual plot? Like, the first 40 pages are a match of this game. And then we cut to this girl, Helena, and her dad on the farm. And by the way, her dad is a straight asshole. He really is. Like he says he wants the best for her, but then when she tries to do things, he gets pissed off and he grabs her. He throws her around. And it's like, this is not okay. Like, this is not okay for a person or an individual. And she just, like, deals with it, which was awkward too. But then you get a chunk where it's like her on the farm, like, I want to do this, and dad's like, no. And then all of a sudden she randomly finds this group that's practicing this game, which also, does the game have rules or does the game not have rules?
The game explicitly has no rules, but there are rules in terms of scoring.
But then they talk about going to, she ends up getting into that academy and learning how to play the game and the rules about not having rules. And I'm like, either the game has rules or the game does not have rules. Like, you can't have both. And like, it's a weird, like, rugby mix. Like, I know that the game basically is made up. At least that was what I took from the graphic novel. but like you have to have some guidelines and some rules. Like that's like it's rule number one, like of writing fiction. Like shit has to make sense.
But there are no rules.
Are there or are there not? I don't know. That's the part that like I don't know.
There are scoring rules, then there are rules.
Right, but there's no rules about what you can do to other players, and like people are kicking each other in the face and like body slamming each other, and like I don't know. I didn't that part lost me and it confused me. And like her just random like all of a sudden finding out, oh my God, I'm super athletic and really good at this game, and I'm going to get into the super prestigious academy that teaches you how to play this game that doesn't have rules. I'm like, huh? I don't know. Like I said, the art, I really enjoyed the art style. I was so lost in what the overall point of kind of the story was that I'm not gonna lie. I think if we got in volume 2, I don't know that I would be interested enough to see, where she ends up with this.
But as we talked about off air, if we do get an issue 2 and I put it on the pull list, you're gonna read it.
Yeah, because I can't help it.
Compulsive.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to trailer takedown.
Let's get ready for trailer takedown.
And we have 4 movies to talk about, or I guess 3 movies, 1 TV show. All kind of horror based.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
So the first matchup. What's that?
I was just because we are coming off a spooky season, so
We are. And in fact, our next episode, Guilty Pleasure Dumpster Fire, is still kind of spooky season, but not really. We've done that. We've done episodes of that with horror movies outside of Halloween season before, so I'm fine with it.
Spooky season adjacent.
Yes.
It's always spooky season in my heart.
So our first matchup is Scream 7 versus A Very Jonas Christmas. Tabitha, you're giving me death glares, so we're going to start with you.
Jesus Christ, I hate you. Okay, so part of my problem is the fact that the Jonas Brothers Christmas movie looks real good. It looks cute, and it looks funny, and it looks heartwarming, and it looks like one of those movies that I'm going to make fun of hardcore, and then I'm going to watch it, and it's going to low-key make me cry. Like, what was that Brock Santa movie, Red Santa? Code Red.
Code Red?
Something. No, that's Mountain Dew.
The red one.
Red
One.
one. Yeah.
Like
Yeah, with
that
The Rock
movie,
and Ryan Reynolds.
I'm gonna be like, this is gonna be trash, and I don't want to. And now I like it. That's what the Jonas Brothers movie is gonna be. I hate Nev Campbell. I hate Nev.
Also, as we learned off air tonight,
I hate Nev Campbell and her fucking bullshit Party of 5 face. I hate it so much, and she has made that face in every movie she has ever been in.
She made a living off of that face.
And that makes me full of rage. I do enjoy watching Herbie in peril, though. So, I don't know. I think I'm going 10 points for Jonas Brothers and 0 points for Nev Campbell. I think I'm going to screw this up for all of you. But I don't even care because I'm not watching Scream 7 with Nev Campbell's Party of 5 face. I will watch the Jonas Brothers movie.
so if you're screwing it up, so am I.
Oh no!
Oh God.
And then there were 2.
So me, Lydia, and I can't go 5 and 5.
This is highly unfair, guys.
So, yeah, like, I think of all 6 of the Scream movies that have come out, I have seen an elapsed total of maybe 45 minutes of the franchise. I don't super care about it. A Very Jonas Brothers Christmas, I definitely did put on here kind of as a joke. But after seeing the trailer, that might be next month's Guilty Pleasure Dumpster Fire.
The Jonas Brothers movie?
Yeah. It would be seasonal.
He's got a point.
I'm watching it either way. So
I'm gonna be sick next month.
The whole month.
Yeah, whenever we discuss that movie and watch it.
You're gonna fuck around and like it.
No.
Yeah, it does have a lot of Christmas movie tropes, and they even kind of reference the fact that they have so many Christmas movie tropes. But yeah, like it looks like it's going to be one of those cheesy, fun Christmas movies. Not necessarily one that you'll have to watch every year, but one that you can watch like multiple times. So I too am giving Scream 7 0 points and A Very Jonas Brothers Christmas 10 points. Lydia.
I don't want to go next.
Too bad.
Go next. See, this isn't fair because of all now 7 Scream movies that there have been, I just officially watched the first one this year. I have no frame of reference other than that. I mean, it looks like your typical horror movie sequel. I will give it that. But then there's the Jonas Brothers movie, which is just, like you said, full of these Christmas movie tropes that I really don't care a whole lot about Christmas movies anyway. So it's like I've pretty much seen everything that you guys are going to do in this movie. And however other many Christmas movies I have watched in my lifetime. And also it's just the Jonas Brothers just making fun of themselves. And I wanted to not like it.
Oh, there it is.
And I'm so angry. Because I still laughed.
This is the most
I am
stressed
not-
I've ever seen Lydia in my life.
I'm not doing what you guys are doing. I'm not giving it all of my points. But simply for the fact that I feel like I would have to go watch 5 other Scream movies to get caught up to where we are now. And that's not going to happen before this movie comes out. I'm giving it 3 and I'm giving Jonas Brothers 7. Which is funny because it's Scream 7. But anyway.
And 3 Jonas Brothers.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
So we already know what's moving on. But Matt, I still want your opinion.
You'll have my opinion, and I might as well just give you my points because I know where they're going to land. I'm giving Scream 7, and I'm giving Jonas Brothers 3 because there's 3 of them.
Makes sense.
Once in a while, I do that. Try not to do that too often, though. So this past weekend, Duncan and I watched Scream, and he's never seen it. I've seen the first, I think, 3. So I kind of had a refresher before watching this trailer. I don't know. I know you hate Nev Campbell's face. Nev Campbell's face doesn't really bother me. For me, for Scream, it's almost the mockery of the horror tropes that it likes to play with that I enjoy. I probably won't see Scream 7 in theaters. I will see it at some point after it's streaming. I am going to get conned into watching this stupid Jonas Brothers Christmas movie.
And loving it.
It's not going to be that friggin' what's her name? The one
Lindsay Lohan?
the Lindsay Lohan in
Yeah.
the cabin.
You like that movie, so eat shit.
That one was surprisingly good, okay? I'm not
It
gonna
was.
lie.
Yes, and I hate myself for that every day.
We got done with it, and we were all talking about how good it was, and Matt's just very quiet in the corner, and he was like, I hate you guys. I'm like, why? Because you liked it? He was like, yeah, I really liked that movie.
It's not going to be that good, but it's not going to be as bad as whatever the Santa Martian movie what Mitch made us
Whoa,
watch.
whoa, whoa,
okay?
whoa, whoa. You do not disrespect Santa Claus versus the Martians or something like that?
It
You
was
can't
so-
even remember what it's called.
That's how good it was. He remembers the title.
Anyway.
Yeah. So there we go. That's all I have.
So with a score of 30 to 10, A Very Jonas Brothers Christmas moves on.
I'm so angry.
And it's going to meet the winner of Frankenstein versus Stranger Things Season 5. Lydia, let's start with you this time.
I feel like this one's easier, but I also don't really have a frame of reference for one of them because I never finished season 1 of Stranger Things and I've never watched the rest of it. However, this trailer did make me laugh at one point because of how bad the CGI was whenever they threw the guard out of the tower, because what was that? Frankenstein, I wanted to like it, but it just was very bland. So I'm probably not going to watch it just because it didn't hook me in from the get-go, and that's how long my attention span is. So I'm just going to go 7 and 3 again. 7 for Stranger Things, 3 for Frankenstein, because it still looks cool, but I'm probably not going to sit down and watch it.
Matt.
Stranger Things, despite the length of some of the episodes, the time between seasons, the anticipated length of every episode in this final season, some of the shenanigans with actors and characters and things outside of the world of Stranger Things. In general, Stranger Things kind of scratches that nostalgic sci-fi horror itch that I just love. Frankenstein, I've read the book numerous times. I love the book. Other than Frankenstein and his monster, I'm kind of at a loss for what else makes this Frankenstein other than the name and the characters. At no point in the book is there anything about snow or the Arctic or whatever that was about. So obviously Del Toro has taken some liberties with the story, and despite then I know that it's going to be visually interesting and the acting is going to be good, I am still more excited about the arduous task of all of the Stranger Things episodes than I am this probably 2.5 hour Frankenstein. So I'm going 7 for Stranger Things and 3 for Frankenstein.
So I don't remember season 3 of Stranger Things. Is that the Scoops Ahoy? Or is that season 2?
3.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
the ball.
Okay, cool. So I'm only technically a season behind right now. But I haven't even started season 4. And it's one of those things where it's like, I want to love Stranger Things. And there was a time when I did love Stranger Things. But they've been stringing it along for so damn long. To where it's kind of frustrating, you know? That said, the trailer did look good. It did kind of make me want to go and, try to get caught up before season 5 drops. Whether or not that happens, IDK. Frankenstein, I mean, let's be honest, anything with Oscar Isaac is at least going to get a few points out of me. But that said, as someone who is familiar with the Frankenstein story, but I don't know that I've ever read it. So all those reservations that you have, Matt, I don't necessarily have. It does still look kind of weird, like the scene with like in front of like the castle or whatever. Like, I don't think that's very Frankenstein-y, but again, IDK. So I'm going to flip what you guys have done. I'm giving 7 points to Frankenstein and 3 to Stranger Things, only because I'm probably more likely to see Frankenstein before I get around to Stranger Things. Tabitha.
So I am very, very nervous about this Stranger Things season. So
people are going to die.
I know. And I accidentally fell down a rabbit hole one night when I couldn't sleep about like all the reasons people think that certain characters are going to die based on like Easter egg things in the trailers and the posters and like the whatevers. And now I'm very concerned. We also know that I don't like the end of things. I've literally still not watched the end of like 50 shows because I hate watching the last episode of anything. Like, I've never seen the last episode of most shows that I've watched. The only thing I've seen the last episode of is Friends, and that's the only episode of Friends I've ever seen.
Maybe Buffy.
No, I've seen the last episode of Buffy multiple times. Don't get it twisted. Very nervous, very anxious about the end of that. However, I love Del Toro. This Frankenstein does not look like Frankenstein at all.
He ain't green.
No, not the monster. I mean the monster, yes, but like
Monster's also too clean.
it doesn't have the it doesn't have the science. There's something about it that's missing, and maybe it's just missing in the trailer, and I'll feel differently when the movie comes out and I watch the movie, because I will watch the movie. I'm just trepidatious about it being called Frankenstein when it looks like the only thing about it that's Frankenstein is the name of the characters and like a general subplot. Also, speaking of people I don't like, on up there with Neve Campbell, Mia Goth. So, two women in horror that I don't understand the hype for because they make the same goddamn face every single time. And people are like, she's a great actress. I'm like, she's been making the same face for 3 movies.
Because Mia Goth dressed in all black.
No.
Because Mia Goth.
No, she just annoys me. There's something about her mouth that pisses me off. Anyway, I am definitely going to watch Stranger Things and Frankenstein. If Steve dies, I'm going to need a week of bereavement time from my job and my life. I will be in my bed sobbing over Joe Carey for a week. So I'm going to go 5 and 5 because I don't know which one's going to piss me off or destroy me more.
All right, so with a score of 18 to 22, Stranger Things moves on, and we'll meet a very Jonas Brothers Christmas. I'll give you guys a couple minutes to figure out your points.
I'm ready.
Leah and Matt so angry.
All right, do we all have points? All right, Matt, we'll start with you.
10 for Stranger Things, 0 for the Jonas Brothers.
Lydia.
I'm so sorry, Matt. 8 for Jonas Brothers, 2 for Stranger Things, simply because Stranger Things is an undertaking that I am not currently willing to make.
Tabitha.
What's funny is that when we inevitably watch this movie, Matt is going to be so mad that he liked it. I'm giving 7 points to the Jonas Brothers and 3 points to Stranger Things, mostly because I'm nervous.
Keery.
All of those are for Joe Keery. I love him. And his weird blockhead.
All right, Lucy. It's not a shutout this round, because I am giving Stranger Things some points, but kind of going back to what I said, there's a lot that I need to catch up on. Whereas I think I've already decided that A Very Jonas Brothers Christmas is our guilty pleasure dumpster fire for next month. So, so like I will definitely be watching that first. I'm giving A Very Jonas Brothers Christmas 8 points and Stranger Things 2 points. So our winner this week with a score of 23 to 17 is, yes, A Very Jonas Brothers Christmas.
I just want you to know that you're going to have somebody else angry at you, because I am absolutely 100% making Kevin watch this with me, because I am not doing it by myself. And he's going to be so angry.
We're
see
gonna
Kevin
have
3 times a year. I don't care.
We're going to have family movie night with this Jonas Brothers Christmas movie. Matt's going to be outnumbered.
Finn will be thrilled.
All right, let's go to gut reaction.
Gut reaction.
And we're going to start, Matt. Let's get Overcooked.
So getting baked. No. So A24 is working on a reality competition series based on the Overcooked video game. So Overcooked video game has been around for a couple of years. It is basically a 1 to 4 player co-op where you prepare food, deliver dishes, clean the kitchen, all while jumping around different objects trying to get the task completed. So the game is stressful but fun. But either way, A24 is going to be working with Netflix to develop a series based on the game. I'm going to go thumb sideways just for the fact that I don't really love a whole lot of the unscripted reality TV. The only thing that saves it for me is one, A24 and Netflix put their name on this. And two, that one of the comps that they're giving this game show is Nailed It. And I adore that baking show. So,
Tabitha.
I agree with Matt. Like, I completely adore Nailed It. So thumbs up.
Lydia.
I'm also going to go thumb sideways. This sounds like it could be fun. The whole game show thing has been like very unnecessarily cheesy over the last few years with the ones they've come out with. So that kind of terrifies me. But being Netflix and A24 helps. I also didn't realize that A24 was involved with like Has Been Hotel, which I just got into. So I didn't realize they did things that were not like creepy, weird horror movies. So that was a fun discovery recently. So I'm going to go thumb sideways because it could be fun.
I'm also going to go thumb sideways. The idea of the game, having that be my full-time job for 15 years, and I still do it part-time, I have zero interest in playing that. However, there was a time that I was addicted to Top Chef, and I really liked Chopped. And that kind of feels like that's in that same vein. And so I think watching it would be a lot of fun, playing it not so much.
Side note, if any of you have not seen the show Nailed It, you would love it.
What's it on?
the Food Network?
Food Network. Is it a Netflix?
It might have.
I think
moved,
it originally.
yeah.
I think it was originally on Food Network and then it moved to Netflix. It's Nicole Byer, and it's like these like worst chefs or worst pastry, and they are just terrible. And they give them like there's holiday ones like Halloween and Christmas and things, and like they give them tasks and they epically fail at them.
And who did it worse? Basically, it's like if they put us in a kitchen and tried to have us make a fancy cake.
Don't say us.
It is on Netflix, yes.
Sorry, most of us.
There you go.
So, Tabitha, when you're done making us a fancy cake, can we talk about Snooki?
We sure can. Except not really, because I really don't want to. But
Snooki's still relevant?
See, this was your idea.
I do this to myself. Anyway, Snooki is going to be in a new TV show called Paranormal Rookie.
Snooki the Rookie.
Yeah. It's going to be a ghost hunting show. It's literally called Snooki Paranormal Rookie. It's 8 episodes set to premiere in 2026. She's going to pursue her apparent lifelong passion, which is the paranormal, and get into Canada's haunted history and learn how to investigate spirits.
They're letting her into Canada?
So, I love a good paranormal show, and I also kind of still love the Jersey Shore because I like to watch people be train wrecks. So this sounds like a fun combo pack of a paranormal investigation
train wreck.
and an episode of The Jersey Shore. And if it's only 8 episodes, that sounds like a great Saturday to me. Thumbs up for Snooki, the paranormal rookie.
Lydia.
No. Thumbs down.
I'm giving it a thumbs down. However, if you do make it a Saturday thing and we turn it into a drinking game, I think I'd be down.
I'm with him.
Okay.
Yeah. Matt.
I think it's about 6 episodes too many, but I would probably watch a short run series,
Like a best of.
like her being ridiculous doing this.
What if Snooki is like the thing that makes all the ghosts like come out though? Like, because everyone else is always so serious. Like, oh my God, there's a ghost. And she's like, hey, ghosties.
I'm just
And they're
picturing.
like, hey, man.
Slay.
Slay.
I'm just picturing a less aggressive version of Zach Baggins, and I
But with better hair. Yeah.
can't
that's
stand.
debatable.
I can't.
Bigger hair?
That's fine.
Okay.
yeah. I'm gonna go thumb sideways.
So one of the things that I've become obsessed with during our break is the Dungeon Crawler Carl series by Matt Denneman. So it tells the story of Carl and his ex's cat, Donut, as they navigate Earth's destruction and become part of an intergalactic reality show. So the DCC universe is expanding with Vault's crowdfunding campaign for Dungeon Crawler Carl Crocodile, which is officially canon and follows a different contestant on Dungeon Crawler World. The campaign on BackerKit officially ended on Monday, with more than 23,000 backers and $2.3 million raised on a $50,000 goal.
Jeez.
Yeah. However, BackerKit does something a little bit different that Kickstarter, I don't think Kickstarter does this. So it's called overtime mode or a backer train. So basically, hey, they call it that, not me. So
We are all 12.
yes. So basically, the campaign will continue as long as people keep backing it. The catch is that once 10 minutes have elapsed with no new backers or no one adding to their current pledge, then the campaign is done. As of this afternoon, the campaign has reached almost 26,000 backers, raising more than $2.5 million, making this crowdfunding campaign the biggest for a comic on BackerKit, as well as one of the 4 biggest in comics of any crowdfunder. Giving this a giant thumbs up. I cannot wait to read this. I cannot wait to get caught up with the series as a whole. I'm almost done with book 2, but I'm scared because books 3 through 7 are very long and very large. I don't know if I can take it, but
That was on behalf of not Seth's face.
but that said, thumbs up. Matt.
This is a series that I very much want to start reading, but I feel like it's one of those that I'm going to start book 1 and I'm going to have to just go from beginning to end.
He avoided saying plow through.
There were a lot of
Plow through on that train.
Yep.
there were a lot of terms that I avoided there. You saw the wheels turning.
Yeah, I did.
Yep. Yeah, there was a lot of smoke. I think it's awesome that they're doing this. I think it's great that it continues to garner support. So eventually when I do read these, I'll probably have to go back and read this comic graphic novel when it comes out. So thumbs up.
Tabitha.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I keep seeing them everywhere, but every time I think about starting a new series, my heart palpitates a little bit. But this sounds fun, so I'm gonna give it a thumbs up.
Lydia.
Yeah, absolutely. This does sound like a lot of fun, and that is an insane amount of money for something like this. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
So sticking with Dungeon Crawler Carl a little bit, I'm very proud of myself that I have not messed that up yet today.
Still time.
Jinxed yourself.
I know. So, bookstore chain Books A Million has named Dungeon Crawler Carl as its inaugural book of the year, which recognizes the title that, quote, best embodies the joy of reading and the enthusiasm of Books A Million's team. So, Olivia McDaniel, who is Books A Million's vice president of marketing, says that she has never played RPGs or video games or anything like that, but she has fallen in love with the series. She says that she has personally recommended it to more than 70 people, from like Facebook friends that she doesn't, really talk to like people that she is friends with at the gym, whatever. Also giving this a huge thumbs up. Even though technically these books came out 5 years ago, this is, it's gone through like a major publisher now, and so kind of like starting over a little bit. So it's kind of cheating for it to be the book of the year, but not really. But I'm still here for it, so thumbs up. Matt.
Yeah, that's one of those quirks of the publishing industry, is where like the series has to really get rolling before it actually finds its entire audience and garners the popularity and gets big. So like I get that they have gone back, and even though the first book has been out for 5 years, that's going to be their choice. The other side of this is that it's just going to bring more attention to the series, which will allow him to continue writing these books and do what he obviously loves to do. So I think it's great that it's getting even more popular. So thumbs up.
Tabitha.
I'm just impressed that this person knows 70 people. Or like
I was going to say it's a very specific number.
Well,
like, did you keep track?
Well, yeah, but like of all the people I talk to online or otherwise, that's not 70 people. That's like 12 at best.
Well, that's why she's a VP of marketing and you're not.
Facts. Me and
She
my
gets paid to talk to people.
Yeah, if I got paid to talk, no, there's not enough money in the world.
You did.
I
for a
did
while.
for a real long time. Not enough money in the world anymore. Thumbs up. Anything like, I low-key hate it when bookstores, especially like chain bookstores, do like a book of the year, because it feels like cheap marketing for a book.
Just making themselves more money.
Yes, that bothers me. But I'm happy for the author.
Lydia.
Speaking as somebody who currently gets paid 2 people, 0 out of 10 do not recommend. Yeah, thumbs up for the book being book of the year. Thumbs down for being this random person at the gym being like, hey, you should read this book. Do you know how quickly I would walk away from you if you just randomly walked up to me and told me, hey, you should go read this? Okay, bye.
There are 2 kinds of people, because I would end up stuck there for 45 minutes talking to them, leave with their phone number, and then never talk to them again.
But would you read the book?
Probably. Yeah.
Matt, let's talk about Mouse, PI for Hire.
So as more things are reaching public domain, Steamboat Willie and Mickey Mouse have also joined that inevitable growing list. As such, there is a game from Fumi Games, published by Playside Studios, that has been in the works for a little while. They officially pushed the release date to March of next year. But it's called Mouse PI for Hire, and it is in a Mickey Mouse style, but it's kind of a shooter action game. But it's done kind of like Cuphead style, in that bubbly balloony like art. But it also, like, if you watch the trailer, there's some action, there's some adventure, there's a mystery that's going on that you as the main character have to actually like solve. But there's also weapons and power-ups, and like it's a shooter. This looks fun, and as long as it's not nearly as hard as Cuphead, I might actually give this one a shot. I'm gonna go thumbs up.
Tabitha.
if I can get past the racism of Steamboat Willie. So thumbs sideways.
Lydia.
I mean, looking at this, it looks really fun. I also love Cuphead, so I am here for that. And let's be honest, if there's going to be anything that is Mickey Mouse or Steamboat Willie themed, it's got to be better than the Steamboat Willie horror movie that came out this year. So, thumbs up.
I'm giving this a thumbs sideways. The idea of Mickey Mouse or Steamboat Willie or whatever in a shoot 'em up game is kind of weird to me. However, this does still seem fun. I don't know that I would like devote a whole lot of time to it, but like I would play it for at least 5 minutes and then see where I go from there.
But the Winnie the Pooh horror movie, that's okay.
No.
Kevin still wants to watch the sequel, and I am not here for it.
That's going to be January's Guilty Pleasure Dumpster Fire.
I quit the podcast.
In December.
For the 47th time.
Only 47?
But she'll return again, just like the Mummy returns again.
That was really clever. I'm honestly really proud of you. Lydia, take away one of Mitch's shames.
Okay.
What?
That never
That's
happens.
never happened to you before, has it?
Definitely not here.
Like in this house, or
Yes.
just like in general?
First time for everything.
Anyway, we're getting a Mummy 4. It's going to be the same writer on the screenplay. Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz have signed on. We don't know much else. That is, however, enough for me to give it a giant thumbs up, because if those two are on board, so am I in so many ways.
Tabitha. Or Lydia.
I'm like, did I?
Well, I mean, I was going to say that I agree with Tabitha.
See, I knew that.
He did not know that. Yeah, if they're on board, I am right there with them. So yeah, thumbs up.
I haven't seen any of the Mummy movies, so I'm surprised.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry. But
I've seen something Mitch hasn't seen.
congratulations.
Do I get a cookie?
If I had a cookie, I'd give it to you.
Yeah, I don't think we have any cookies. You can have some Pop-Tarts, though.
We'll talk.
Okay. But that said, I am still 100% on board with the Brendan Fraser comeback story. So this gets a thumbs up for me. Matt.
Yeah, I love that these two are in tandem decided that they're coming back for this series continuation. So thumbs up.
After a lot of speculation, LEGO has finally officially announced a new LEGO set based on Star Trek The Next Generation. The 3,600-piece set is of the Enterprise, complete with an opening shuttle bay with 2 mini-pods. It also features minifigs of the entire main cast, minus Tasha Yar, but it does include Guinan. The set will go on sale November 28th and will retail for $399.99. However, those who purchase it before December 1st will also receive a free Type 15 shuttle pod complete with an Ensign Row minifig. Yeah. I want to give this a thumbs up so bad. I'm going thumbs sideways because of the price tag. I realize with 3,600 pieces, I mean, that's probably a fair price. But I don't know how I'm going to come up with an extra $400 by November 28th. So I don't think that's going to happen. I'm sorry, Ensign Row. I do wish also that they would sell like the minifigs separately, because each character comes with like a bonus thing. Like Dr. Crusher has like tricorder. Data has Spot. Yeah, it's pretty adorable. So yeah, thumbs. You know what? Thumbs up. I still probably can't afford it, but still, Matt.
So the recent expansion and I guess admission by LEGO that it's not just for kids, like doing these adult big time sets. Like even the ad for this one that you sent us says, adults welcome or whatever.
Mhm.
Like Lego, whether it's got to do with the money or the economy or what, the fact that they're embracing adult fans and doing these big ass sets, whether it's Rivendell or the Death Star or the Enterprise, the fact that they're doing these, I friggin' love it. And in the long run, it's probably going to cost me a lot of money, and I kind of hate that, but I'm still here for it. So thumbs up.
Maybe we can go in on it and then share it. You have it for a week. Then you give it to Tabitha. She'll take it to work. Then I get it for a week. Then I'll bring it back to work.
Okay, here's the thing. I don't touch Lego. I don't build them because they stress me out. I don't carry them because they stress me out. So it will never come to work with me. But if we all collectively chipped in and built it together, I would be okay with it living somewhere. But it should not be transported. Unless we figure out a way to
Be a
beam it up.
group project during podcast. We're just going to start building it.
ASMR.
I don't want to build.
Geek Awakens ASMR, the opening of the bags and the clicking of pieces.
Please no.
And Tabitha just yelling "fuck" in the background.
I'm not building anything. I will sit quietly to the side and read my book while you guys enjoy building the Lego, because the idea of building a Lego literally makes my palms sweat.
That said, even though your palms are sweaty, where's your thumb?
Sweaty.
Mom's
I'm gonna-
spaghetti.
I'm gonna give it a giant thumbs up. Even with the price point, I kind of feel like it's a steal, especially with the characters and the extra things that you're getting. I want it, but I don't have anywhere to put it, and I don't want to build it.
Lydia.
I'll be honest, the price point didn't shock me as much as I thought it was going to, because of the things like the Rivendell set that is $500. So as soon as you started talking about how many pieces it was and all the stuff it comes with, I figured it was going to be up there with that. So here it was $300, almost $400. Was oh, that's not as much as I thought it was going to be. So yeah, the rest of this sounds fantastic. I also do not have the kind of money to throw at this, but I will help you build it if you want help. But yeah, gigantic thumbs up.
Matt, let's talk about Eloise.
Eloise, book series started in 1955, is getting new life. Ryan Reynolds and Netflix are going to be bringing a new feature film to streaming services. It is not going to be based on any of the current Eloise books. It's going to be a new story with Ryan Reynolds playing a brand new villain created just for this story. It will be directed by Gilmore Girls and the Marvelous Miss Maisel's creator, Amy Sherman Palladino. So, should be an interesting collaboration. I know that there are a couple of other versions of Eloise, I think movie-wise, that are out there. I know of the books. I think maybe I read the first one as a kid. I don't know that I've read any of the others. But I think this should be fun. This should probably be pretty cute and well done. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a thumbs up.
Tabitha.
I trust most things that Amy Sherman Palladino does, but the Eloise books never had a villain. There was never a villain story in the Eloise books. It was just Eloise living her best life. Why do we gotta make a villain story with Ryan Reynolds? I don't know. I'm kind of also over Ryan Reynolds. So thumb sideways? Maybe thumbs down? I don't know.
Lydia.
I was also trying to figure that out because I don't remember a lot about them, but I didn't remember there being a villain of any kind. Also, as much as I love Ryan Reynolds, I'm to the point where everything that he plays is just him. Mm-hmm. It's just Ryan Reynolds in a movie. Mm-hmm. So, thumb sideways.
Yeah, I'm giving this a thumb sideways. I don't have a dog in this fight at all.
Eloise has a dog in one of the books.
So I guess I have. Well, no, I don't have the dog in the fight. Eloise has the dog in the fight. Tabitha, let's talk about Dear America.
So, if we needed anything right now, it's more Dear America books. We are getting more Dear America historical novels based on historical women in fiction that was really big about the time I was a kid. I'm sure Lydia read 500 Dear America books because every kid read 500 Dear America books. But it was like, I don't know, 1800s and enslaved people and pilgrims and early colonists. Now they're from the 90s. So we're getting two more. However, one of them is being re-released, which is The Winter of Red Snow and A Journey to the New World, one of which is about the Mayflower and the other of which is about the Revolutionary War. They are going to re-release those, and they're going to start dropping some new ones with like more recent history. I think this is great. I think the Dear America books, when I was a kid, being set so far back, really spurned my interest in history. Like, that's where most of it got started. And while I don't like to think of the 80s and the 90s and the 70s as like super past history, like in the grand scheme of things, they kind of are. So I think it's really cool that they are embracing those things to bring out Dear America books, because I feel like, based on talking with the youth of today, they are kind of out of touch with those history things, because everything since their birth has been a historical event. We at least had a lull as like 80s, 90s kids, where it wasn't like every disastrous thing happening over and over and over. I think it's important for those kids to learn about a time of peace, where for us, the Dear America books, we're learning about a time of stress and travesty. I think it's good that they're kind of flip-flopping that, because during some of these Dear America books that would be released in the 80s and 90s, it is more of a time of peace and more of a time of just like, for us, nostalgia, but for like those kids, just, oh, that's just the past, and it was relaxing. Whereas we were reading Dear America books and we were reading about enslaved people, they're going to be reading about effectively our childhoods, where we were like, hey guys, I'm just vibing. And I think we need that right now, so thumbs up.
Lydia.
Yeah, everything you just said, absolutely thumbs up to this. Like, more Dear America books, especially for that purpose, is great. However, I'm going to give a thumbs down to like all these things like, hey, remember the 90s, how far ago it was? You're old now. So here's books about it. And here's American Girl dolls with these accessories from your childhood. Remember how old you are? Shut up. My back hurts enough. Thank you.
Yeah, the 90s was 10 years ago, and you can't tell me otherwise. I'm still giving this. I'm giving this a thumbs up because you're happy. I'm happy, Tabitha. But at the same time, yeah, I was born in the last century. I don't need that reminder. Matt.
I'm older than all y'all, so shut up. I did not read any of the Dear America books, but I also...
That's a lie. You have
Yeah.
in the last like 3 years, because I picked a couple out of the library for you and was like, you have to read these because you missed this, and
yeah.
this. One of them was the Cleopatra one.
I did. Because I hadn't read them. So, okay, I've read a few. These seem very similar to the I Survived books, which both my kids have read quite a few of. And while, yes, the 80s and 90s, it sucks to think of those as the past in history. It is for the kids that would be reading these. And for what it's worth, things like Dear America or the I Survived books have brought those events and that history to life for kids today. Like, my two know about events in history that I didn't know existed when I was a kid because of these types of books. So more of this, yes, thumbs up.
DC Comics has announced a new wave of punk variant covers featuring punk versions of Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Supergirl. So in the most recent Superman movie, Lois Lane and Superman have a disagreement on what is and isn't punk rock, which leads to David Cornsweat's Superman saying, saying maybe kindness is the new punk rock. I felt your eyes rolling, but it's a sweet moment. It's a sweet moment. The variants will be released early next year. Giving this a thumbs up. I saw the variant covers. They look cool. I'm going to try to buy a couple of them. Yeah, Matt.
Punk, also history. But I don't know. I think it's cool. I do enjoy when they do these different art styles for some of these covers. Just for a fun something different. So thumbs up.
Tabitha.
You're happy, I'm happy.
I feel like you're lying, but I'll take it.
Yes.
Lydia.
You're happy, I'm happy. Thumbs up.
I also feel like you're lying. Tabitha, let's go to the Lin-Manuel Miranda news desk.
Coming to you live from In the Heights, the Lin-Manuel Miranda news desk. So there's been a trend for a little bit on the social medias of people doing like a I'm sneaking out of the house badly costume version of the song from Hamilton, where Hamilton is like, go back to sleep, I have an early meeting out of town. That's been floating around online for a while. Lin-Manuel Miranda, in his genius and whatever, decided to cosplay for Halloween, or costume himself for Halloween, as people dressing up as Hamilton in that moment, sneaking out of the house, and like drawing like a bad Hamilton mustache, like goatee thing on with like eyeliner, because Lynn is a national treasure, and it thumbs up. 10 out of 10. If you don't see this, it's so good.
Lydia.
I have not seen this yet, but I need to because Lynn is just adorable anyway. So thumbs up.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
Oh my god.
Yeah, thumbs up. I saw this earlier too, and that is just fantastic. Matt.
I love when celebrities can play off of their own, like, whatever you would call it, when they're like their pop culture status, and things like that, or when they end up like becoming a meme themselves. Like, that's great. So thumbs up.
So our last story for tonight. Quick Shop is a new convenience store coming to St. Petersburg, Florida, but it has a twist. Instead of real food, everything in Quick Shop is made entirely of felt. The 700 square foot shop will have more than 13,000 handmade felt items that all resemble actual food, household essentials, and more. Each piece is available for sale, starting at $20 and going into the hundreds for larger items. Yes. The art exhibit is part of Floridorama, which centers on, quote, immersive participatory art that celebrates Florida's eccentric character through the work of more than 80 artists, many of them local. What?
Okay, don't get me wrong. Like, the art of felting in of itself is really cool because it's a lot of work, and some of those pieces are really neat. Was a whole shop really necessary? And $20, like, that's the baseline?
From what I understand, yes.
Like, that has to be purely like labor hours, because felt's not that expensive, y'all.
$20 for felt in this economy,
Right?
Like, I will say, like, I looked at some of the pictures, and like, it looks cool, and like, it's literally everything is made of felt. Apparently, even like the cash registers are made of felt. But like, first off, how many people worked on this for 13,000 items?
a lot.
It has to be a lot.
Not Seth here, and I'm just gonna say we're going into like the winter season, and you're gonna have dry hands and hangnails, and just getting that caught all over that place just sounds so awful that whatever the opposite of marking itself, it's gonna destroy itself within the first day of being open, because everyone's like, I'm just stuck to everything. It's awful. I hate this texture. Thumbs down. I know we're not doing thumbs down, but thumbs down.
I'm pretty sure you just gave everyone at this table sensory overload with that sentence.
I literally felt my spine exit my body when you said that.
I mean, to be fair though, this isn't Florida, so their hands probably won't be as chapped. But I don't know. It's Florida people, so
You're
it's
going to be
still
sweaty and you're going to stick to the felt instead.
I feel like people in Florida either are sweaty or dry and crusty, and there is no middle ground. Sorry, people in Florida, except not really. Stop living there.
But yeah, like I don't know, and
Are the floors felt? Are the walls felt? Is the
I
ceiling
don't-
fan
What
felt?
do you do about the bathroom?
Oh.
also felt.
I felt this was a bad idea.
Oh.
I'm glad they have more room in their house now because you live here.
We have
Hey.
plenty of sleeping areas. It's fine.
Hey, as long as their sinks work,
True.
They're
Lydia and
above
I have
wonder.
bad experience with sinks.
Yeah, but like my last point on this, and then we'll exit this episode. Like from what I understand, to get into Florida-rama, like it costs admission anyway. You don't like that name?
I don't like any of this. I am, in fact, uncomfortable with everything.
So like just a simple fact, like you already have to pay admission to get in there. And then like I guess any kind of amusement park or whatever, you're going to buy souvenirs and they're going to be expensive. But like I will buy a bag of Cheetos made of felt and then never use it. Like there's no point in it. Don't
Just
give
end
me
up
that
a cat toy.
It just all seems very pointless.
a little bit.
Yeah.
And
Like-
that's art, folks.
I would say credit to the artist, but why? I mean, I guess that's art in general.
I don't know. My hands itch. Can we start talking about it?
All right. On that note, I don't know. Bye, everybody. Is that what we say?
Sounds right. Bye.
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 That's going to do it for this episode of The Geek Awakens. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, then shoot us an email at thegeekawakenspodcast@gmail.com.
It would be a shame if you didn't follow us on Facebook and Instagram at The Geek Awakens Podcast or on Blue Sky at The Geek Awakens.
Music provided and created by E. Cannon Beats.
Logo created and designed by Shay McCain.
That's it for this week. We're boldly gone.